Welcome to another video. So in this video we're going to be replacing the fan motor for the heat and AC, the interior fan motor. And it's really not that difficult. It's one of the things you can do on these BMWs. So we're going to go step by step and show you how to do it. There's a few pieces. There's a filter along the way you should get without the with the fan motor, and I will show you that and explain why. But at any rate, let's jump right into it. What we have to do first, we have to remove our side piece here. And that's just got the little pins in it. You pull the center out, and then you can pull the whole pin out. Then there's a plastic piece back here that has a couple of push pins in there. So we pull those out. Now we're going to have to remove this rubber piece going around here too, all the way back until it's not in the way. So we take those two covers off and we're going to unhook the battery. We definitely need to unhook the battery for this, and you will see why. We're going to do those things and then we'll move on. Okay, so the next one we got to do, you can see here that it looks like, you know, and to look at it, you're going, oh my God, but I'm going to show you, it's not that hard. So first thing we got to remove this brace. So that's just going to give us more room. Then what we got to do is, if you pull this little black cap off, there's a nut right here with a wire that goes through here. So we need to take that loose, and that's why we unhooked the battery, because that is a positive fed line. And then this will pull up to get out of this bracket here. Then there's a screw up front here. We take this screw loose and this will lift up. It actually clips in the back. It clips down in the back. So we lift that up and then we can flip this whole thing over out of the way. And you'll see what I mean in just a second. And I always put the nut back on there so you don't lose it. We're going to get that done and then we'll move on. Okay, so here we are. Like I said, it just flips up. As you can see, all those wires, and it just flips up over here. This one you just leave sit back here. It'll just hang there, sort of. This is the part I was talking about. You really can't see that good, but this is called a blower box cover. So I have one here, and you'll see when I take it off. You see how it has the foam here? So that's where it's getting fresh air from, right down here. So this foam deteriorates, and it can suck things inside the motor. Now this motor is squealing. So the bearings are bad in it, and it just needs to be replaced. But if you get a funny noise like something clicking or something, more than likely something's got sucked in there. And whenever I replace a fan motor, I always just get a box. Now, a lot of these, I've seen people get foam and try to work it in there and glue it in there. To me, it's not worth it. I just buy a new box. They're not that expensive. But yeah, so at any rate, I want to show you real quick. So there's a screw here we need to take out, a screw here we need to take out, and there's one down here we need to take out, and one down here we need to take out to get this cover off. So the screw back here looks like it's underneath and it looks really difficult, but the trick is you put a thing in there and you can get right on it. We're going to take all those screws out and get this cover off, and then we'll move on to see what's next. Okay, so we got that off. So you see what I mean right here, how that's all deteriorated. It's just like, deteriorate. There's nothing left to it. So that's got big gaping holes in it. So anything get in there, it's going to get sucked in. And you see there are, things from trees and all like that, and dust and pollen and everything else. So at any rate, that being said, also, you see these screws, you don't have to take them all the way out. You have to take them all the way loose. So they stick there, which is nice. When you put it back in, you start the screws in the hole. And so they're not all the way through, just start it in. And then you don't have to worry about trying to reach down there and get them in. So then you just set it back on, which is kind of a nice design. The next thing we got to do is we got to remove this part here. And this is actually controlling your fresh air, open and closing, whatever like that. So there's a plug over here, and then there's a plug down here. But sometimes it's easier to take the screws loose first. There's one down here, there's one in the front here, and there's one in the back there. There's one in the back over here. So you just get those screws out, and then you can lift up on it a little bit and unplug it. Well, that one you can get to, but this one's a little bit difficult. Also, when you're taking this stuff apart, I mean, it will stick a little bit, but if it's really hard to get apart, you probably still got a screw in it. It's all plastic, so don't force anything too much. You know, some of it takes a little bit of effort, but if you got something not coming apart, check around for another screw, because, you know, it's all plastic. You don't want to break things up. Also, there's a temperature sensor that plugs in the front of this right here that you have to unhook. So it was on the old one, of course, and then we're going to clip it back on the new one. So we're going to get that piece off, and then we'll move on. Okay, so we have it out. I just want to show you a couple things. So in order to remove this thing, you just take out these bigger Torx, and they are everything you need to get this apart out is T20. So you can see there's some smaller ones here that don't need to come out, and those are T15s. And we're going to remove those in a minute, but I just want to show you how this attaches. So this fits down in here, and it's got this, you know, duct right here, and you can see it's got a slot. You can see that slot down here. So that's going over here, and then it's got a slot up top. So that will fit together, in other words, if you can understand what I mean. So when you put it back in, you have to make sure you get that on there. You know, if not, it's going to leave a place for air to leak, and you don't want that. You can see you had that one plug here, and the plug I took out. In the same way, you just leave those screws in place. You don't take them all the way out. Next thing we got to do, we got to remove all these little screws all the way around. So we're going to get those out, and then we'll be able to take this top piece off and be able to get to the motor. So our motor is down here. We're going to do that next, and then we'll move on. Okay, so it's separated, but I wanted to show you. It's got some wires that are connected here. And here is where your fan motor plugs in. So this is your resistor. This is what does the variable speed part. So if you're having variable speed issues, this is the part you need to replace. But what I want to show you is this clips on there. So if you look right down in there, you take a little screwdriver, and you can, or a pick or something, you can push that tab over, and this will slide off. Because you don't want to break it, it holds everything in place. So if you get that loose from the hanger, and then unplug the motor, and, you know, get these wires out of the way, and then we're going to move on. Okay, so everything's unplugged. You can see it's sitting back here. We unplugged that from the resistor, and they got those same plugs. You stick a screwdriver in there and pry on it a little bit and pull it up, it'll come out. So the next thing we got to do, like the bottom cover will just slip off. There's nothing really holding it on there. So you can see we got our blower motor and all in there. So next thing we got to do, we got to remove the small, the T15 Torx up top here. You can see there's 4 of them. So we got to remove those and split it in half. So we're going to get that done, and then I'll show you what's next. Okay, so with that top cover off, you can see here's our motor. So we need to get it out of there. So you can see it's got like a pull the wires out there. Then also there's these rubber pieces, okay? When we look at our new motor, this is our new motor, they give us new rubber pieces. Now, I've seen these motors, people sell these motors without the squirrel cage. I would not buy one, and I'll tell you why. If the motor's going bad and all these years or whatever like that, you can see the rust on there, you're going to break this. It gets brittle, you know, and as long as you don't mess with it, it's fine, but if you try to force it off there, you're going to end up breaking it. When you pull this out, see if I can get it out, you can see there's 2 more rubber pieces. So that just pulls out. There's your motor. So use our new rubber pieces, you know, to make sure they're good, because I imagine they wear or whatever. You could leave the old ones in there, but I just put the new ones in. You got them. Stick the motor back in there, put it back together, and then go backwards with everything and put it back. You know, it's not that terrible difficult. I mean, I'm making this video and I can still do it in about an hour, but I'm stopping and explaining everything. There's a lot of things on these cars, you know, you look at them, you open the hood, you go, oh my, who's going to work on that thing? You know, they can be very overwhelming, that tubes and the pipes and everything else everywhere. But a lot of things you can do with these cars. You know, subscribe. We got tons of videos of things you can do that aren't that bad. You know, everything from spark plugs to the air suspension, changing the transmission fluid, you know, belts. I mean, you look down in here. Hey, you're going to put a belt on there? How are you going to get your hand in there? You just need to know how. So subscribe and take a look at some of our other videos. Save yourself some money. You know, I have no idea what BMW charges for this. You know, I bought the motor from FPC. I imagine, you know, it was like a little over $100. I imagine the BMW motor is probably $500–600 plus the labor. You know, you're walking out there, you know, a couple $1,000s to replace the fan motor when you can do it for $100, $150. So at any rate, I hope this helps you out. Looks like a big mess, but you saw it's not that hard. So we're going to get it put back together. You have a great day, and thank you for watching.